Hey guys, welcome back to my DeFi adventures. It's been a few weeks since my last video, so I thought I'd keep you updated with my market outlook and what I'm doing with my crypto portfolio. So the macro outlook isn't looking great with an incoming recession and a lot of uncertainty around the Russia-Ukraine war. So in times like these, the US Federal Reserve would typically maintain loose monetary policies, but the thing now is that high inflation is forcing their hand and they've begun to raise interest rates. Now, the interesting thing is that in the short term at least, the worst seems to be over and risk assets have been once again rallying. So here we are looking at the S&P 4-hour chart, and as you can see here, the market has recently been rallying and breaking above this local high over here. And if we look at the daily chart, we can see from the all-time high, the prices made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then it did not make a lower low, and instead the market bounced up again to make a higher high. So some crypto investors are starting to get excited about this because this suggests that the risk assets will start to make a higher low and then a higher high and then a resumption of the uptrend, right? So if we look at the weekly chart here, a lot of people have been very excited with this latest weekly candle. You can see a very strong bullish move, and I think a lot of people are starting to look towards a continuation of this uptrend, which should bode well for cryptocurrencies in general. But if we look at the Bitcoin chart, this is the daily chart, we can see that for the most part, prices have remained in a consolidation triangle over here. And I think that until prices break out of this consolidation, there really isn't much to be excited about. And so the current situation right now is that both Bitcoin and Ether are in consolidation and awaiting a breakout of that consolidation. And given this situation, my inclination is to maintain some crypto exposure while holding on to a bag of stablecoins in preparation of buying upon a break of this consolidation pattern. Now, before I continue, here is my portfolio allocation. About half of the portfolio is in stablecoins, and the other half is invested in DeFi Kingdoms game assets. The majority of these game assets are in the form of heroes with some jewel on the side. So this portfolio is split into two extremes, with zero volatility in stablecoins and high volatility in GameFi assets in DeFi Kingdoms. So next, I'm going to talk about what I plan to do moving on from here. First, if I see Bitcoin and or Ether start making a dip towards the consolidation lows, that is when I will start to scale in anticipation of the market price continuing to break downwards, after which I will continue to scale in further. If, however, Bitcoin and Ether break to the upside of the consolidation and maintains that break, then I will look to increase my crypto exposure to about 75% in total. So to give you a better idea of what this means, here is the Bitcoin daily chart, and as mentioned earlier, the Bitcoin price has been caught in this triangle consolidation here. Right now it is around the $41,000 price level. So first, if and when the market price falls closer towards the $38,000 level, that is when I will start to look to scale in. And if the market price breaks below this consolidation towards the $30,000 level, that is when I will continue to scale in further. Okay, and then this is the first scenario, and in the second scenario, if and when I see the market price break above this consolidation, so this will be around the $46,000 level. So if the market price breaks above that and maintains that break, okay, so it's not counted if the market price breaks above and then falls back into the consolidation shortly. What I want to see is the market price break above the $46,000 level and maintain that price. Okay, so if and when I see that maintaining of the price above the $46,000 level, that is when I will go to the second scenario of my plan and to scale in to up to 75% of my crypto portfolio in non-stable coins. Okay, so in this case, this would be in Bitcoin and Ether. So similarly here for the Ether price, you can see the Ether price has been also caught in a triangle consolidation. If and when the market price falls closer towards the $26,000 level and or breaks below this consolidation, this is when I will slowly scale into towards 100% of my portfolio into crypto assets. Okay. On the other hand, if the market price for Ether continues to break up especially above the $3,200 level, and maintains that break, that is when I will probably look to add on to my position up to 75% exposure to Ether and Bitcoin and DeFi Kingdoms. Okay, so now let's go back to the slides. Okay, so next I want to talk a little bit about DeFi Kingdoms. The Crystal Vale expansion is scheduled to launch on the 30th of March, and I think the prevailing sentiment among players is to go heavy into the single staking of Jewel for Crystal and also into the Jewel Crystal liquidity pool. So after thinking about it, I've decided not to participate in either of these activities, mainly because I'm already heavily invested in the DFK ecosystem. As you saw earlier, DFK makes up about half of my entire portfolio, so I don't think it's wise to increase my allocation any further. If I had no exposure to DFK at this time, then I would be adding some DFK assets, especially Jewel, and to take part in the single staking of Jewel and into the new liquidity pools in Crystal Vale. But right now, because my portfolio is so heavily weighted towards DFK assets, I've decided not to increase my allocation into the DFK ecosystem. Alright, so lastly, I will also be keeping an eye out for other high risk, high return projects that I will be potentially investing 1 or 2% of my portfolio into. And if you would like to be informed of such projects, make sure you follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description below, and also to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And if you found this video to be useful, please click the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.